Have you ever walked into a shop before and seen these things? Well, they're terrible. You know why? Because no one wants them. Who really wants a Lego minifigure of a random man wearing a dinosaur costume, or whatever on earth this is? I mean, did you really just wake up one morning and go, you know what? I want a Lego minifigure of a man wearing a jumper with a ball of wool and a cat, and also 26 duplicates of him? No, you didn't. So, today, I'm changing that. I'm going to make a CMS series that you won't mind getting 26 duplicates of. I'm going to be making the coolest CMS series you've ever seen, only using two softwares and my humongous brain. And I guarantee you that you will know some of the people in it. And that's because they're all YouTubers. And so, I'm doing this list in subscriber order. Starting off with our first YouTuber, Mr. Beast. I mean, you probably guessed that. With over 400 million subscribers and 88 billion views on his main channel, of course he deserves to be top of the list. Known for his jaw-dropping challenges, massive giveaways and philanthropic events, Mr. Beast has revolutionized online content by combining generosity and entertainment. Whether it's planting 20 million trees or giving away millions of dollars in cash or prizes, he keeps millions entertained with every video. And so, let's take a look at his figure. The Mr. Beast minifigure is wearing a full black outfit, which he's seen wearing in many promotional photos. He has three accessories: a simple 1x2 money tile, a suitcase, which is often seen in his videos to hold money, and also a Feastables bar, which is his chocolate company. In this series, when it is possible, I'm going to be giving the YouTubers some of their merchandise. The Feastables bar is a custom print that I made, and the small pieces of chocolate are actually real pieces of Lego traced over. Moving on to the minifigure, he has a very simple yet accurate hairpiece, a double-sided face print, one side of which is laughing and the other is smiling, and a black torso and legs. The legs have some simple printing on the side, inspired by some of his other merchandise, and his torso has his logo on the front and the back. This logo is a Lego-ified version, meaning I traced over a Lego Panther and Lightning Bolt piece to show what his logo would look like in the Lego universe. He also has some skin colour and black dual-molded arms. I think this minifigure turned out very accurate, which is why I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. Also, each minifigure in the series comes with this printed minifigure stand with a YouTube logo on, which I think works really well. Now, next up is a YouTuber who went from working at NASA to becoming a full-time YouTuber and provides creativity, science knowledge, and a bit of mischief to his 70 million subscribers. It's Marko. Mark's passion for innovation and humour has inspired millions around the world to see science in a fun and accessible way. Our Marko minifigure has dark tan, plain trousers and a simple Crunch Lab shirt, another channel that he owns, known for its creative engineering experiments. You may recognise this face print from Poe Dameron, but I think it works perfectly here. The other side of his face looks a bit angry, maybe because some thieves stole one of his packages. But the smiling side works absolutely brilliantly. He has two squirrel accessories, one showing Fat Gus and another regular squirrel. Mark also comes equipped with a Crunch Labs build box, his STEM toy that he sells. I've kept pretty much the same design, but you may notice that the cog in the background is actually a Lego cog. This build box is made out of a 1x2 tile and plate in dark tan. His hair hat combo works absolutely perfectly and originated in the Lego Up set. I think that minifigure turned out really well and looks a lot like Marko, so I'm going to rate him an 8 out of 10. We've just seen how science meets entertainment. But now, let's move on to a creator who turns movie magic into everyday life. This creator started off by making 6-second vines and is now one of the most creative illusionists on the planet. It's Zachking. With over 100 million followers across platforms, Zach brings everyday scenes to life with mind-bending visual effects, clever storytelling, and a touch of magic. The Zachking minifigure was a hard one to create, as In many of his videos, he's wearing very simplistic clothing. This figure uses the same hairpiece as Marko, just completely black. The head is from a Jurassic World character, but I've recolored it in nougat. It has a torso similar to Mr. Beast, but with a signature Z logo. He has dual molded arms and some gene printing on his legs. The grey detailing breaks up the black colouring of all of the clothes. He has 3 accessories, a classic magic wand for obvious reasons, a phone for his digital illusions, and also a broomstick. This is a reference to a most popular TikTok video which has over 2.3 billion views of him riding a broom. I think this figure has a very Lego look to it and looks like something that the company would actually release, which is why I'm going to rate this minifigure 9 out of 10. Now stepping into Spotlight is a creator who started with gaming videos over 10 years ago and grew into one of the biggest names on the platform. It's Faze Rug. With over 28 million subscribers, Faze Rug is known for taking on wild challenges, intense dares, and amazing content which keeps fans on the edge of their seat. And now, let's make his figure. This minifigure has a more vibrant and modern feel than the rest, with a simplistic yet effective design. He has the classic spiky hairpiece and also a custom double-sided face. One side has a smile and sunglasses, and the other has a laughing face. This print turned out quite small on the piece, making it look a bit weird. To design a face like this, I traced over parts of existing face prints and combined them together, although I did create the bottom of the beard myself for this minifigure. The torso is plain white, with the main focus being on his Faze Clan chain. This can also be seen on the back of his torso as well. Faze Rug has dark tan legs with some side printing of his pockets. This is from a real set but recolored for this design. He has 3 accessories of a gaming console, referencing his love for gaming, a packet of 1UP, his candy brand, and also his dog, Lola. The 1UP candy is very similar to the real thing, but looking closely at the candy, in the centre, you will notice there are actually red Lego studs for the candy. I think this minifigure looks really good, and the simplistic design really suits this character. And so, I'm going to rate this minifigure a 7 out of 10. Now, bringing flavour to the spotlight is a creator who went from Harvard classrooms to a MasterChef finalist. It's Niko DiGiovanni. With over 25 million followers across platforms, Nick blends culinary skill, creativity, and fun in every video. He transforms everyday cooking into a creative experience, inspiring millions to explore food in new and exciting ways. The Niko DiGiovanni minifigure is wearing a chef uniform, which I thought was a good choice, as most figures in this series are wearing more casual clothes. You may recognise the head from the galaxy's most famous smuggler, Han Solo. I thought the thinner face shape and the dark brown eyebrows looked exactly like him, so I decided to use it for this figure. He has quite a common hairpiece and plain white legs. His chef torso has the classic chef jacket design and the text Chef Nick. This uniform can be seen in many of his videos. The figure also has dual molded arms. He has 3 accessories. The first, and arguably the most recognisable one, is his cutting board. This could be a new mould with a knife piece combined into the board to recreate the famous action he makes at the start of many of his videos. He also has 2 pieces of merchandise, his book and also his salt brand Osmo. His book Knife Drop is made of 3 pieces and has a custom printed front cover. To make this front cover, I made a kitchen on Mechabricks, took a screenshot, brought this into Adobe where I added the text and then put it back into Mechabricks. He also has an Osmo salt tub, which is a 1x1 flat stud and a custom printed tube brick. I think the accessories are really some of my favourite from the whole series, and the minifigure is really recognisable. So, I'm going to rate this figure an 8 out of 10. Now, for my personal favourite YouTuber, Ryantrahan. This YouTuber turns simple ideas into epic adventures with over 20 million subscribers. He gained fame with his Penny series, where he started with just 1 cent and raised $1.4 million for charity. Ryan just finished his 50 States in 50 Days challenge, visiting all 50 states whilst raising money for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Through his creative challenges and heartfelt stories, Ryan inspires millions to embrace curiosity and kindness in everything that he does. This minifig takes inspiration from his most famous costume, which he wore in the Penny series. He has dual molded legs with some black shorts and also a plain vest. I like the neck pattern that I was able to add to the vest with a slightly lighter grey colour. His head is actually a recolour of a face which appeared in the LEGO Next Go Night set, and the hairpiece came from the LEGO Ninjago movie. This hairpiece shows the scruffy look of his hair throughout the series. The figure has 4 accessories. He has a more simple one, which is his dog Spock, and that uses the LEGO Chihuahua piece. He also has 3 custom printed accessories. He has his candy brand, Joyride, which is a custom design that I made, and looking in the left corner, a Legoified version of Ryan can be seen. He also has a penny with his face on it. This is a reference to the very large penny that he gave to Mr. Beast at the end of the series. His final accessory is one added later on in the series, and that is the Wheel of Doom. It is made using a larger suitcase piece, and the front features a look at the wheel inside, and the back features the map of America. You can see it has managed to fill 3 out of the 50 states so far. Sadly, I did not manage to have the actual wheel inside because there was no connection points. But maybe if LEGO were to make this series a reality, they could make a new piece to do this. This figure is a really cool one, and so I'm going to be rating him an 8 out of 10. Next up is Airrack, a YouTuber known for turning outrageous ideas into amazing adventures and pranks. With over 16 million subscribers, Airrack pushes the limits of creativity by pulling insane pranks, wild stunts, and going all out to entertain his audience. Whether it's daring challenges or jaw-dropping moments, Airrack keeps his fans hooked with his high energy and fearless style. The Airrack minifigure could have the potential to be my favourite out of the whole series. I love the recolour of the LEGO jacket print in dark red and his dark blue jeans. These were taken directly from the CMF Series 2 Harry Potter minifigure. He uses the same hairpiece as ryantrahan and an Indiana Jones face print. He also has 3 accessories, which are all related to his love of pizza. He has a pizza box, which has appeared in many sets, and also a slice of pizza, which has also appeared in many sets. However, my favourite accessory of his is his retired product, Pizzafy. This has a very detailed print featuring a description, logo, and even an ingredients list. I really love this figure, and I managed to create a very accurate custom, only using real parts, with one slight recolour. And so, I'm going to rate this figure a 9 out of 10. Next up is Marko, a YouTuber known for his creative challenges and imaginative projects. With 7.5 million subscribers, he combines bold ideas with high-energy content that keeps his audience entertained and inspired. Whether it's unique builds or creative art and design, Marko always brings fresh innovation and creativity into every video. Here is the Marko minifigure, and this is another really cool minifigure, as, again, it uses many existing prints. He has legs with the same side printing as Faze Rug, but just in a different colourway. His jacket print is recoloured in blue, and is from Max, the LEGO mascot. The air in his jacket works perfectly with his name as well, which I thought was a great coincidence. He uses a very common face, but I just felt that it worked very well for him, and his hair-hat combo is another really accurate piece. He always wears this blue beanie in all his videos, so I think it works really well. He has a paint roller and a paintbrush, which makes a lot of sense for this minifigure, and then I created quite possibly my favourite custom print of the series. I made this humongous 4x4 royal work ahead sign, which is half covered in his comic book doodle style drawing. Marko made a piece like this, and it looks exactly like this, and then I Legoified it by changing all the elements to Lego parts and designs. I think that it looks very similar to my reference, but the Lego style of it makes it look so cool. I was going to rate this figure a 7 out of 10, but I think this same print might have just brought it up to an 8. Next up is a British YouTuber with over 7 million subscribers, known for his bold pranks, political stunts, and high energy challenges. It's Niko Omilana. Niko started YouTube 10 years ago and gained fame in 2021 when he ran in the London mayoral election. A part of the Bed Squad collective, Niko has taken part in many charity football matches and is also set to appear in the celebrity edition of Traitors later this year. So here is the Lego Niko minifigure. I decided to go with the classic Mayor of London look with a full suit and the classic glasses. The torso is a recolor of an existing print, but as the suit he wears has no recognizable features, it's not too important. Sadly, the back of his torso doesn't have any prints in. I would love to have seen some detail there, but you can also see his alternate face. Again, I feel like the proportions are slightly off, but the large grin does look a lot like Niko. The other facial expression is much more accurate, with a serious look to it, with the famous glasses. His hairpiece is not a brilliant choice, as it has quite long hair. Sadly, this hairpiece was not available on Mechabricks, so I could not use it. He has an accessory of a microphone to make political speeches, a Batman mask, when he dressed up as Batman to fix potholes in Richmond. He also has his new Sprite brand, Shades. This is printed on a 1x1 tile and is quite accurate to the real thing. I think this minifigure is very accurate to the real person, and I love his face print. And so, I'm going to rate him a 9 out of 10. Now, as Lego fans, we had to include some Lego YouTubers in this selection. It makes sense, as the main audience for this series will be Lego fans. So, our next minifigure is Ashnflash, a Canadian YouTuber with over 300,000 followers on YouTube. His channel features custom minifigure series, Lego reviews, and Lego comparisons. His favourite themes are superheroes, Marvel, and Harry Potter. Now, the Ashnflash minifigure was an easier one to create, as it's on almost every thumbnail and video he's ever produced. I literally just traced the head and torso design straight from an existing image. I gave him the same legs which you saw on Airrack previously, and he has no back face expression, because he almost always has this smiling face. I would have used the newer Lego Friends hairpiece, but it wasn't available on Mechabricks. So I instead used the older hairpiece, which still looks good, I think. He has an accessory of a gaming headset, a reference to his gaming channel, 2 Lego minifigures, references to his favourite themes, and finally his favourite Lego set, the Avengers Tower. I traced over the entire box image, which took over 2.5 hours, added in some shapes of logos, and put it on a 2x3 tile. I also added a 2x3 plate behind it to make the box look a bit deeper. This idea came from their several official Lego sets, such as Centimus 40574 Lego brand store. I think this design turned out really well and is a really cool reference to his favourite set. Overall, this is a really cool and accurate figure, so I'm going to rate him an 8 out of 10. Now, the final 2 figures join together quite well, as it is a joint channel. And this channel is actually scientifically proven to be the best channel on Earth. Yes, that's definitely true. And you've definitely watched them before. I guess you'd say we've saved the best till last. And this channel is SA Bricks. This channel has only been running properly for a year, but has managed to gain over 150,000 views and 700 subscribers, all thanks to you guys. And now, let's take a look at their figures. So here are the two SA Bricks figures, the short one and the tall one. The tall one has the Captain America shield, an Iron Man minifigure, and also Mjolnir. And the tall one has a wand and a Harry Potter minifig. These two look very similar to our current profile, however they're instead in skin colour instead of yellow. They feature no new prints, but I'm still going to rate them 10 out of 10, because they are the best YouTubers. Now, with the CMF series, there also has to be the packaging. So, I designed this box, which features some of the figures on the front, and also all the important things, like the 12 to collect sign, and age ratings. I also made a checklist with all 12 figures on. Looking at the background, you can see I have put some of the YouTubers' logos in, which I think looks really nice. And so, with that, there is all 12 minifigures from our LEGO YouTubers CMF series done. For this series, I used Mecha Bricks to build the minifigures on, and also Adobe to actually design the prints. I'm really happy with each minifigure. I think each one is really unique and really captures the YouTuber it's based off. So I'm really happy with how the series actually turned out in the end. In fact, to edit, make the designs, and build the minifigures on Mecha Bricks, this video has taken me over 40 hours to make, so please consider subscribing. But there is still many ideas for custom CMF series. From musicians to sports stars, my mind is full of ideas. So, if this video gains SA Bricks 150 subscribers, we'll do a part 2 with a new CMF series. So make sure to go down below, like the video, subscribe, and watch some other epic SA Bricks videos. Subscribe.